All right, welcome guys. Today's video, we're in front of Wat Phu Khao Thong, or the Golden Mount, I believe is how it translates. Anyway, this is a pretty cool Chedi. It's an old temple that has a lot of history to it, talking about when it's first built, the Burmese invasion. The Burmese built part of it on top of an old ruin, and then when Ayutthaya declared its independence from the first invasion of Ayutthaya by King Naresuan the Great. And then they finished up the top of this Chedi. But anyway, it's pretty cool. So let me show you around and let's see Okay, so this is the main Chedi, and it does have a temple ground that surrounds it that the monks were allowed to come back and reside in 1957, I believe. But anyway, it has monks here, and you can see them walking around doing what they do. But let's take a look at the Chedi itself. Okay, so what's interesting about this is it was first built by King Naresuan in 1387. And then when the Burmese came in, they and they captured Ayutthaya, and the king of Ayutthaya, Hongsawadi, I believe is what his name was, he ordered in 1569, he ordered a giant Mon-style temple to be built. And all they built was the three bottom layers of this Chedi. So you have 1, 2, and 3 layers of it. And it was still under construction. And then I believe in like 1585, King Naresuan the Great, who is a really famous Thai king, really important to their history, he declared the Ayutthaya's independence from Burma, and then on top of the 3 layers, they built the Thai-style Chedi right on top. And they did it out of honor of him defeating the Burmese king in single combat. And there's a whole story to that where he defeated the king, and then he was angry at his generals for not assisting him in the battle. And he was going to have his generals that were late to the battle executed, and one of the Thai monks told him to build a temple instead of killing his generals that didn't support his attack. So anyway, this is a really cool looking temple, and the Chedi, and I believe we can climb all the way up to the top. So let's look around and see some more of this temple grounds. So in addition to monks, you have the temple dogs, and then you have some chickens running around. Chicken's one of the most important birds in the developing world. They lay some nice little eggs to eat, plus themselves, whenever it's time, they can be eaten. So you can see here is some of the Chedis, and then one of the old buildings. So the actual grounds of this temple has a lot of history to it. This has been a region that's flooded a lot. Over the years, the Chao Phraya River would flood, and this was also one of the principal battlegrounds of the first and the second invasion of Burma of Ayutthaya by the Burmese. So this whole area here, you know, was a battlefield. Kind of amazing to think of it. Now it's just kind of trees and jungle. So some of the stupas. And you can see the little recesses up there. So there would have been Buddha images in all 4 cardinal directions. And there still is a little Buddha image up there, you can see. And then you can see some of the stucco work that's around that archway and up at the top. And some more of them. So there's 4 of these stupas on this end of the main Chedi. And this is really nice. So they've went and they've covered the ruins of this ordination hall with this roof. And then they have the original foundation still here. So they've made this into basically an open air temple. Wow, this is really cool. And then you can see one of the worship halls here. And it's built in the style where it looks like a boat. So the middle part is kind of bowed in, and then you can still see And there's not a whole lot left to it, but you can still see some of the plaster and the work they did. So now there's a tree growing inside here. So the entrance would have been to the east, and you have the marker stone, and then this is what's left. There would have been a pedestal right here for the Buddha image, and it would have been covered, and it would have had a window on each side. So you can see one of the entrance gates here, and then the boundary wall. So it makes you wonder, you see how the bricks are. It looks like it's kind of half buried, so I don't know if it's sank or if sediment and everything has built up over the 700 years or so that this has been in operation. So this is really nice. I really like the way they've done this, where they have the old walls and then they built the big building over the top of it. So you still have kind of the history, the way it used to look, plus they've made it functional. And it's nice that the Thais can come here and enjoy some of their history. And they built these, it's just kind of, it's something I've never seen before, the way you have these ruins and then you have this, you know, wooden stairways and wooden floors. Just really, really a nice way to do it. And you have to take your shoes off to come in here. Yeah, I really, really like this. And then here's one of the principal Buddha images. And people coming in here to make some merit. So this is the part of this prayer hall. And you can see how tall the original roof was. So this is basically how big it was before, when it was all made out of stone and everything. Now they're using modern techniques with steel. So this would have been a sight to see whenever it was in operation. So this part here used to have two Buddhas. So there would have been one there and one there. And then that would have looked over. You would have been able to go through these three doors to see the principal Buddha over there. These look like they would have been standing Buddha. And then you can still see some of the plaster work, the stucco, and how they had it decorated. Yeah, this would have been absolutely amazing whenever it was being used back in its day. It's still really cool. I really like how they've done it. So this is the temple grounds here from over by the Chedi. So this is the main prayer hall. And then over here's some more. They had some more of the Chedis and the temple boundary wall. And then right here is the main stupa. So let's climb up there, and yeah, I'm not sure how tall it is. I didn't see anything when I was reading about it before I came. So I'll do some more research and see if I can find out how tall it is. But it is colossal. And there's the three base pedestals you have to climb to get up to the top. Okay, so here's the stairwell to get up here. Wasn't too bad. It's 100 or more steps, and here's the temple. And then you can see the surrounding countryside. So there's some more of the town. You can see some of the temples on the horizon, and then rice paddies. There's a mosque not too far away. Now this is about 2 kilometers from downtown Ayutthaya, or from the historical park. So it's not too far away. It's like a little bit of a haul if you were to ride a bike or something like that over here. Me, I just came by motorcycle, so pretty easy. So this is the last part of the Chedi that was built. And you can see the Buddha image there, and then the gold, and then all the way up to the little onion type dome. So this is, like I said, it was pretty interesting. There's 3 stages where it was first built, and then the Burmese built the 3 pedestals underneath, and then King Naresuan the Great ordered the top part to be built. So there's really 3 temples in one, and the last iteration is what you see today. Okay, so right over there, this is one of the ways to come in, and you can come in from the King Naresuan the Great monument. And I included that in another video of my temples, or my monuments and statues part 2. So it looks like you can go in. So let's go in and see what it looks like. It says keep your silence, so let's see. Okay, so this has a cool looking little shrine. You can see up into the inside of the Chedi. Okay, so let's go back out. Kind of an interesting little walkway. So here you can see how the base of it is constructed. I don't know how long ago this was remodeled, but it's not too old. It's got the black moss, of course, growing on it, but everywhere in Thailand gets that after about 3 or 4 years. And I did see some pictures where down below where this brick used to be grass. And that wasn't too long ago when those pictures were taken. All right, guys, that finishes up our tour of this fantastic stupa, Wat Phu Khao Thong. And I know I'm not saying that right, but it's the Golden Mount, and pretty cool. I really enjoyed this temple. I really liked how they used the ruins and they incorporated it into a working temple now. Plus, it was kind of cool to climb all the way up there to the top of that stupa and go into that little tunnel and see that little shrine that's in there. But yeah, really, really nice. I enjoyed this a lot. Kind of a pleasant surprise. Now, admission to here is free. You can come in and you can make merit if you're Buddhist, and you can pray, do all that stuff. Otherwise, just walk around and enjoy, you know, 650, 700 years of history. Like I said, this was originally a Burmese Mon-style building, and then it was converted into what you see now. It's been restored a couple times, and it's really worth a visit. So anyway, guys, hopefully you liked this video. If you did, make sure you click like and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and share it with your friends if you want. And if you want to know something more, or if you liked what you saw, leave me a comment down below. If you want me to go see something different, tell me also in a comment. I'm always happy to hear what people think and what they want to see, because that's what I'm doing. I just walk around and I make videos and stuff. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. I did. I liked this a lot, and I would definitely recommend, if you're not in Ayutthaya, to come by and visit this. So anyway, guys, remember, life is a journey. So enjoy.